Hello student. So today your next topic is superposition theorem. Okay. So at first we say that what is superposition theorem? Superposition say that if any circuit have more than one sources, whatever current source or voltage source, more than one source is required. Okay. Then we apply superposition theorem. So here we can see more than one sources. I'm always taking this type of problem. Okay, same problem. Then you understand which theorem is easier and which theorem is tough. Okay. So at first this is a V1, this is a V2, R1 and R2, R3. Okay. So how to solve this type of problem through superposition? At first, superposition theorem, when I am applying superposition theorem, at first we can check how many sources in there. Here two sources. So our step will be 3 steps. If sources are 3, then the step will be 4. If sources are 4, then the step will be 5. Always one more step. Okay. Here you can see two sources. That's why we need to solve this type of problem 3 steps. So step 1. At first need current direction. So from this is a positive, negative. Current will goes like this. These two current, suppose this is I1 and I2. These two current meeting one point, and this is I1 and I2. Okay. Or you can say this is a I3. Same thing. Okay. After giving a current direction, now I am doing step 1. When I am taking one sources, then other sources is short circuit or open circuit. Okay. These are V1, R1, R2, R3. So note the key point. This is the key point. When I am taking, write down, when I am taking one source, other sources are short or open. Anything. Voltage source, current source, whatever. Okay. So remaining both sources are short or open. So if voltage source, then it's short circuited. If current source, then open circuited. Okay, open circuited. Now I am find the current through R3. So assume the question is find the current through the R3 resistance. Okay, this is our question. Using superposition theorem. Okay. At first I am giving a current direction. After I am doing step 1. When I am doing step 1, we take only one source and remaining sources are all open or shorted. If there are two sources, then I am shorted two sources consecutively. Okay. Now I am giving the current direction. This is a source. Current from outer this path and goes like this. So what is the name of this current? This is also I2, I3 and I1. When you solve the superposition theorem, you always same naming of the current. I1, I2, I3. That's why I1, I2, I3. Only you take dash. Okay. If you do like that, don't mistake any step. Okay. So try to solve this way. Okay. Now I am finding I1 dash. So what is I1 dash? I1 dash equal to supply voltage V1 by equivalent resistance R equivalent. Here R equivalent means R2 and R3 are in parallel and the remaining resultant series with R1. So what is the R equivalent value? R equivalent equals to R2 into R3 by R2 plus R3 then plus R1. So what is the result? R2, R3, multiplication. This is multiplication plus R1 into R2 plus R3 divided by R2 plus R3. So this is our R equivalent. How to find? This is a multiplication by summation. Then the resultant will sum with R1. Okay. So R equivalent. If I am getting I1 dash, for this circuit, I1 dash is a source current. If I am getting I1 dash, then I2 dash equal to, we can write I2 dash equal to main current into opposite resistance means R3 divided by sum of resistance R2 plus R3. I think understood all of you? Okay. Now I am put the value of I1 dash V1 R equivalent into R3 by R2 plus R3. I am getting the value of I2 dash. Clear? I2 dash. This is our step 1. So write down in your copy every step and everything we can say. Okay, write down every step in proper in your copy. Okay. Okay, now I am doing step 2. So what is step 2? From step 2, when I am taking another voltage source, in step 2, the remaining sources are open or short circuited. In step 1, I am taking this source. In step 2, I am taking this source V2. After that, giving a current direction, from this the current will flow. But the name of the direction remains same from main circuit. So this also I2, this also I3, this also I1. But here we put double dash. So what is the value of I1 double dash? Now I am doing step 2. Here the main current or the source current is I2 double dash. So at first you find I2 double dash. Okay, I2 double dash, value of I2 double dash, main current means V by R equivalent. So here V is V2 and R equivalent means these two are parallel with this series. So R1, R2, R3. So R1, R3 are parallel in series with R2. Okay. So what is the value of R3? R equivalent R1 parallel R3 plus R2. R1 parallel R3 plus R2. Oh, here also find I3 dash. So what is the main current? I1 dash into opposite resistance means R2 by sum of resistance R2 plus R3. Okay, understood? Okay, this is the question. Now I will find I3 double dash, because the question is that find the current through the R3 resistance using super. That means find the I3 current. Okay. Now I am again find I3 double dash. I3 double dash main current I2 dash, the I2 double dash into opposite resistance mean R1, because here the current will divided in two parts, I1 double dash and I3 double dash. So if I am assume this is a branch current, then the opposite branch is I1 double dash. That's why when I am find I3 double dash, then the opposite branch resistance is R1. Opposite branch is this R1 by sum of resistance R1 plus R3. Okay. At last I am doing the step 3. So what is step 3? In step 3 I3 equal to I1 dash I3 dash plus I3 double dash. Okay, I3 dash plus I3. Here plus sign is, why here is plus sign? Because the direction of the current in main circuit same as step 1, same as step 2. If the question asked you that find the current through the R2 resistance, then what happened? So what is the value of current in R2? That is I2. When I am find I2 resistance, then I2 equal to this direction and this direction in step 1 and main circuit direction are different. That's why this is a minus I2 dash. This direction and step 2 direction are same, plus I2 double dash. So why here is minus? Because the main circuit direction and the step 1 current direction are both opposite. I think clear all of you? Okay. Written here clearly. This is a minus. Okay. This is a minus. This is a vital thing. So again I have repeat one time superposition theorem. So superposition theorem states that more than one, if any circuit have more than one sources, then we are applying superposition theorem. So in step 1, when I am applying superposition, we can check how many sources will there. If 2 sources, then our step is 3. If there is 5 sources, then our step is 6. So what is the step? In step 1, I am taking only one source and another sources are remain open or short circuited. Okay. When I am taking step 1 or taking one sources only, remaining other sources are short circuited or open circuited. If their remaining sources are voltage source, then short circuited, and remaining sources are current source, then open circuited. Okay, so now I am solving this equation. I am finding I3 dash. When I am finding I3 dash, we need I1 dash also. That's why we find I1 dash. Here I1 dash is the main circuit current or source current for this circuit only. For this circuit, I1 dash is the source current or main current for I3 dash. That's why we find I1 dash. And we also find I2 dash. Okay. Now in step 2, when I am taking only one another sources, remaining sources are shorted. Now I am find I2 double dash. Why I am find I2 double dash? Because this is the main current of a circuit. Now for this circuit, this is the main current. That's why we find I2 double dash. At first we find I2 double dash, then we find I3 double dash. Okay. So thank you. After that, I am giving one problem or one example for superposition. For your any query or any doubt, you can freely ask. So here find the value. This is a question, one example. Find the value of I2 using superposition theorem. Okay, so this is a question. Pause the video and try yourself. Okay, now start. Step 1. So what is step 1? When I am taking one source and other sources are what? Open or short. So when I am taking voltage source, the current source, remaining current source are open. If current source are open, then if this is a source, from here the current will flow. When the current flow this resistance and coming from this point, whole current will flow through the 4 ohm, because this is an open circuit. So this branch are open, that's why no current flow through this branch. Okay, so from I1 for this circuit, I1 and I2 are same. for this circuit I1 and I2 are same. If I1 and I2 are same, then what is the value of I2? So I2 equal to, or I1 equal to, this is the main source current. So how I am find source current? So source current equal to source voltage by equivalent resistance. Here the equivalent resistance is 4 plus 2 because they are connected in series. That means 6. Okay, this is our current. But I am saying that when I am doing step 1, then taking 1 dash here, so also dash. Okay, now step 2. Now I am doing step 2. Okay, so in step 2, when I am taking this current source, remaining sources are short or open. So here voltage source, that's why this is a short circuit. I am seeing that here the current direction is opposite, positive, negative. Let 2 ampere, 4, 2. Okay. This is the current. This is our current direction. So the current will come at this point and divided into two parts, 1 and 2. Okay, and here. So what is the value of this current? I1 double dash, and this is I2 double dash. Now I am find I2 double dash. So I2 double dash equal to main current. So this is our source current. 2 into opposite resistance means 2 divided by sum of resistance 4 plus 2. Here opposite resistance 2. Why? Because the branch current is I1 dash and I2 dash. So the branch current I1 dash flow through the 2 ohm resistance. That's why. Okay. That's why we can say this is the opposite resistance 2. Now 6, 2 by 3 is the answer, I2 double dash. Now I am doing step 3. So what happened in step 3? In step 3, I2 equal to I2 dash plus or minus, because this is our main circuit direction. But in step 2 the current direction is opposite. That's why this is a minus I2 double dash. So we write down the value 5 by 3 minus, if I am calculate, this is a 5 by 3 minus 2 by 3, that means 3 by 3, that means 1. Okay, I think clear all of you. This is our superposition theorem. If you have any doubt, then ask me, okay, in class. Okay, so thank you.